Hey guys, what's going on? This is Software Developer Episode 2, and we're going to talk about the engineer's path at a big company. All right, let's do it. I want to just talk about the potential career path or ladder that you might take at one of these big companies. Obviously, this path is different from company to company, but more or less, it's all the same. If you're considering working at a big company and you're a new grad, hope this video can help and give you a little insight about what you might expect for the years to come. Everyone just starts off as an engineer, some kind of engineer on some kind of team in this big company. You're very small. You code away, you gain more skills, you fix bugs, you give presentations, and eventually you become a little more senior. Every company has very different levels of this, engineer 1, engineer 2, etc., etc., etc. As you grow, you also start to manage some people and mentor some people and look after, small to mid-sized teams. Every engineer inevitably is going to do a little bit of management, but the major point I want to make is that eventually you get to this crossroads. This crossroads is pretty much asking you, do you like managing people more than you like engineering, or do you like engineering more than you like dealing with people? This is all personal preference, but once you get to this crossroads, it's pretty much going to determine the rest of your career ladder. If you choose the management route, you become titles like director and stuff, and then you start to manage larger and larger teams of people. More people are reporting and funneling to you. On the other hand, if you choose the engineering route, you get titles like principal engineer, grandmaster, wizard, and you're just a crazy engineer. Remember, this is all personal preference and there's no really good or bad. It's just pretty much what you want to get out of your job. Different people value different things. At my old company, I knew a lot of older guys who they still coded on their day-to-day basis, but they just didn't like dealing with people. Some people just get tired of grinding on code all day, so they like to just start managing a little more and taking a step back. The last point I want to make regarding this topic is this whole concept of a glass ceiling within these large companies. The time usually matters, but the point I want to make here is that given that you have some kind of baseline set of skills, you're okay. Given a certain amount of time, you will reach to a certain level. After you reach this glass ceiling level, then you have to really consider skills and value a lot more. Companies can't really promote everyone to the top just because they stayed there the longest, so you'll notice that when you join these big companies, a lot of people are kind of just floating at this level. I'm not trying to make any crazy conclusions about this glass ceiling. I'm not trying to talk smack about everyone. I'm just describing what it's like, and if you work at a big company, you'll probably encounter it. All right, guys, so that's just the main point I wanted to make today about software developer life. It's just that as an engineer, you have to be prepared to just meet that crossroads at some point in time. You don't have to answer the question right now. Maybe in the back of your head, if you want to be a coder or you want to be a manager, but eventually, as time goes on, you'll have to make that decision. All right, guys, hopefully this is helpful. These are all small insights I got. I have a lot of friends that work at a lot of different big companies, and this stuff is more or less the same everywhere. All right, so I'll see you guys next time for episode 3. Haven't decided what that's going to be yet, but please leave me a comment, drop me a like, and take care. All right.